You may now begin your presentation.
Over the years, the criteria, the members, and even the name has changed. But one thing has stayed constant: our ethos, creating business, transforming lives.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Philippa.
And I'm Matt. And today we are representing Enactus Nottingham.
We'd like to thank our support network who have been with us over the past 10 years.
Each one of our 188 members has their own stories, passion, and their own vision to go and create business and transform lives.
Today, we will take you on the journey of 4 of our 15 projects that were started because of our members' desire to leave university knowing that they had made a difference through creating business and transforming lives.
We would now like to introduce you to Rentalite. Less than a year ago, one of our members travelled to Malawi and quickly discovered that kerosene lamps were used as the main light source after dark. She witnessed firsthand the problem it creates.
Using kerosene is much expensive. Using others with electricity is very far from where we live.
Kerosene bring people's diseases. The people who use kerosene lamp for studying, I mean student, they can affect the eyes.
They exploded and burned their house.
By partnering with the local charity Fund Zero, we created a social enterprise that offers a direct alternative to kerosene through renting out battery packs. This provides a clean light source for the community.
By installing solar panels on the roofs of the charity community centre, 45 batteries can then be charged and rented out to the community, allowing customers to have a safe source of light. Due to the long lifespan of the equipment, the scheme is economically efficient, and so the price of the battery rental is 35% lower than kerosene.
To run this scheme, we employed and extensively trained 3 unemployed villagers. We empower them to run the business independently, running one-to-one workshops in bookkeeping and customer service.
To tailor the scheme to the needs of the villagers, we conducted a needs assessment, which enabled us to develop an appropriate business model. The income from the rental of batteries is spent on wages, maintenance, and growth. This forms the Rentalite Sustainability Plan.
The plan takes into consideration the expansion of the project. Profits are reinvested to allow the scheme to grow into the future, making the scheme self-sufficient.
Additionally, the plan enables all the equipment to be replaced over a 12-year period.
After 4 years, the scheme can afford to replace all battery packs.
After 12 years, all solar panels can be replaced.
At this point, the cycle then repeats. This enables the scheme to be sustainable, making this a long-term solution for the community.
In Malawi, we have created 3 employment positions for previously unemployed members of the village, raising them above the poverty line by 20%.
The scheme has provided 45 families a safe and renewable source of light. That's 360 individuals, representing 72% of the village.
After the success of Rentalite, we expanded the business model to a rural village in Tanzania. Our needs assessment indicated a very similar need, given that a large proportion of the community is dependent on kerosene.
After carrying out specific research to understand the village's usage, we replicated the Rentalite Sustainability Plan and provided the village with 88 battery packs.
Rentalite has provided a further 3 employment opportunities, resulting in an overall creation of 6 jobs, directly impacting their standard of living.
In just 1 year, our Rentalite Sustainability Plan has empowered 6 individuals to provide their communities with a safe, renewable and affordable source of light. We've transformed our whole community's way of living and provided them with a necessity that we take for granted.
Whether it's a child trying to study or a business attempting to work throughout the night, Rentalite gives them an opportunity. Rentalite provides an environment where the risk of house fires and indoor pollution is non-existent, giving them the quality of life we all deserve. We are proud to say Rentalite has brightened the lives of 857 people.
We'd now like to introduce you to our local projects.
We would now like to introduce changes. Person X represents Sue, but could quite easily be any of us in this room. These women come from vulnerable backgrounds, ranging from domestic abuse to drug addiction.
After meeting with Sue in the local women's centre, she told us that without the confidence, skills or experience to stand out in the current job market, she and many other women in the centre didn't know how to move forward and leave their past behind. We wanted to stop their past from defining their future, so together we created a community cafe.
The women can gain experience, skills and confidence from volunteering in the cafe. And throughout the process, they can learn to run the cafe themselves.
Through one-to-one workshops, we taught the women the necessary business concepts they needed to coordinate the scheme, such as health and safety, customer service, supply chain management and bookkeeping.
Considering social factors, we set up the cafe in the centre so that these women felt that they were in a safe environment.
Environmentally, produce is locally sourced and waste is recycled.
Economically, the items are carefully priced to ensure the business breaks even, creating a sustainable source of revenue for the scheme.
The revenue is reinvested back into the cafe, creating a sustainable opportunity.
We also work alongside these women as mentors to help them articulate their new skills in an employment context, as well as helping them to seek jobs. The women can then also choose to become mentors themselves, empowering them to teach others to articulate a similar skill.
We've created business through a sustainable community cafe and transformed the lives of 12 women. The skills put a new future in reach, but the experience gives them the confidence to look for one.
What's more, changes will continue to create business and transform lives long after we step away.
We'd now like to introduce you to our Greenlight project. Last year, one of our members came forward, determined to help prostitutes in Nottingham. We had visions of helping them escape prostitution through setting up, running confidence-building workshops, helping them gain safe employment, or even start their own businesses. We were naive.
The first time I did it, I was dead nervous, but I had to do it to pay for my habit. You get used to it though. It's just a job in the end. I was only 13 when my mum gave me my first taste of crack. It ruined my life dead quickly. It'll kill you one way or another. One night I was working. Some guys took me to a hotel. They took it in turns to rape me, while the others watched. The police said it was my own fault. I think I was 15 then.
That was Grace's story. Person Y is Grace, but could quite easily be any of us in this room.
After meeting with the local charity PAL, who work with these women, they showed us a side of prostitution that most of us don't know about. There are over 3,000 working prostitutes in Nottingham, detached from society, victims of sexual and physical abuse, and 90% addicted to drugs. Issues we were no way equipped to handle. We needed to take a different approach.
PAL work with nearly 3,000 women each year, running counselling and health clinics. They are respected and trusted and are the best people to help these women. But they were having problems of their own.
After a needs assessment, we realised they rely on grants to fund their charity, which is an unstable and inconsistent source of revenue. They were struggling to offer the women the support they needed, such as drug therapy and rape testing kits. This is where we can make a difference.
We wanted to help PAL create a stable source of income, so together we created the brand, Hello, I'm Here. We wanted the products to reflect the women's situations, so published a book compiling their stories. So these 23 women could be supported to have their voices heard.
We worked alongside the charity to create the brand Hello, I'm Here by teaching them business concepts such as marketing the brand, creating a website, supply chain management, and interacting with customers.
Considering the triple bottom line, we made sure that the book was carefully priced to maximise sales. We also chose a publisher that allowed printing to the order quantity, reducing upfront costs. The book is sold by a range of retailers, including Amazon, where an ebook version is also available. If you scan the barcode in your AR, you can buy your copy today.
To bridge the gap between these women and society, we work with PAL to host a book launch, inviting the local community, police and press. the people they felt most detached from.
The brand has allowed PAL to take control of their own future.
In just 3 months, we have sold over 300 books and generated a profit of £750. PAL have been empowered to go and make their own source of revenue, which will grow so they can continue to help these women far into the future.
To the women who will convict their abusers thanks to PAL's rape kits, this is their support.
To the women who are free from drugs due to therapy sessions, this is their independence.
To the 23 women who are finally getting their stories heard, this is their voice.
That's what we are most proud of. Their quality of life has improved, as these women who previously wouldn't share their past can now say, "Hello, I'm here."
We would now like to introduce you to Pulp Friction.
In the UK, 1 in 10 people have a disability. In Nottingham, many of these people struggle to find employment.
This is Jill. We met her at a networking event and were inspired by her story. Her daughter Jessie suffers from severe learning difficulties. Person Z is Jessie, but could quite easily be any of us in this room.
Jessie was the inspiration behind a new business, creating employment opportunities for disabled individuals. Jill's passion and drive to go and create Pulp Friction, a new business making smoothies with a carbon-neutral, kinetically powered bike.
Jill approached us because she wanted to grow this business and tap into online markets, but she didn't feel that she could do this alone. Hearing this story, we felt compelled to do something.
Together, we transformed what started as a hobby into a working business. We tailored sessions according to our needs, transferring business and economic concepts, such as bookkeeping, online marketing, and social network optimization.
Our project, Pulp Friction, has turned her dream into a reality, and we've seen things change at a rate that we didn't think was possible. She had everything but the practical skills to make a true lasting impact on so many people's lives. And now, she has just that. She's been awarded Britain's Role Model of the Year, and through our help and her newfound skills, Pulp Friction has developed dramatically.
Pulp Friction's revenue is increased by 113%, allowing Jill for the first year ever to start to take a wage, directly increasing her standard of living. But this isn't even the result we are most proud of. The increase in revenue has created a further 3 employment positions for disabled individuals, including her daughter, Jessie.
That's 3 individuals with newfound independence, self-esteem, and a support network, allowing for a higher quality of life. But this is just the start. Jill has been able to secure more events at leading festivals, including Glastonbury, and this summer she'll be able to employ a further 10 people.
What inspires us is seeing how Jill can now offer training and empowerment to disabled people. What started as a hobby is now a successful business, helping those with disabilities to transform their lives.
We started as a family hobby, really, I guess. My daughter, who is now 22, has moderate to severe learning disabilities, and at that time a number of her non-disabled friends were getting part-time jobs, and Jessie wanted one.
I wanted a part-time job, but no one was going to give me the time and support.
It's been brilliant to have a group of people who've got a business head. It's been so helpful. I failed my maths CSE back in 1974, so figures have always frightened me. But to be able to sit down again with a group actually empowering me and be very honest with them and tell them that I haven't got a clue, and for them to set up very simple systems has been brilliant since our involvement with Enactus. We now have 3 employees. We've recruited another 5 volunteers. We've put 6 people through a basic food hygiene qualification. This summer, because we're going to be so much busier, I'll be able to offer employment for up to 10 people, which is, huge for us. I think if I feel empowered, then it means I can go back to the project feeling confident and then empower our members. Thank you, Enactus Nottingham.
Our members leave university knowing they've made a difference, which has led to 15 projects creating business and 1,000 263 lives transformed.
We would now like to invite to the stage the President of Enactus Nottingham, Abby Price, for Q&A.
Judges, you may now ask questions. Do we have mics for the judges?
Hello, Ian. Hello, Stuart Mitchell from SIG. On Rent-a-Like, can you explain why you went from Malawi to Tanzania rather than just expanding Malawi?
Yeah.
And secondly, what your expansion plans for the next couple of years are like to look like?
Well, firstly, we decided to move to Tanzania because in Malawi we transferred all the knowledge to them. We transferred the knowledge to employees and to the charity, so now they have the ability to carry on working there. The business model also takes into consideration the growth of the project, where a percentage is taken each year and used to grow the project into the future. The business model also takes into consideration the sustainability of it for up to 12 years. So there is actually no need for us to stay and go back to Malawi now because the project's able to grow itself. So we decided to go to Tanzania because we saw the similar need there when one of our members was travelling there, and we thought our business model would work really well there and help a lot of people there. At the moment, our expansion plans, of course, the project's going to grow themselves really in Malawi and now in Tanzania. But if we find any more needs similar, we would definitely want to implement our business model there.
Thank you very much. A great presentation, Alan Moore from Enactus UK. I mean, the lighting scheme is quite an interesting one. I think we've seen that before from Southampton. They took a slightly different tack with actual units rather than battery packed. When you did your needs assessment and you looked at the environmental factors, to what extent did you look at the impact of using rechargeable batteries in terms of the sort of heavy metals associated with those batteries versus the impact of pure solar light?
The battery packs actually allow for 4 light bulbs to be used at one time. We did trial in this particular village the solar lamps as well, the one singular unit, but we found for this village and the one in Tanzania, Malawi and Tanzania, that they needed the 4 light bulbs, so we used the battery packs there, and we trialled both and they seem to be the most effective for the people in need.
Does that answer your question? No. Another question here, I thought? Yeah.
Hi, Will Creek from Centrica. Very interested in your green light project, and I just want to understand a bit more how you struck up a partnership with people.
With the green light with POW, the charity. One of our members came forward just over a year ago, determined to help women in prostitution due to her personal experiences. So we did loads of research with the council, loads of other women organisations, and we met with POW. We went into POW and we said, we want to help women exit prostitution. And they told us, women will never talk to you. And we thought, okay, you're probably right. We stepped back and we actually realised the real need was POW. We realised through them we could help the women more effectively than directly working with the women. And building that relationship with POW, we came together and we came up with this brand, and it was something they needed so they could help the women more.
More questions?
Hello, my name is Edelman. Talk to you also about green light. Look, I understand that this is a very sort of one-off fundraising activity for work, so you generated, 750 profit from that. And you've created this brand. What happens next for the brand beyond this one-off event?
So at the moment we're actually nationalising the book, so we've secured articles to be written in the Daily Mail in a few weeks' time, so that's going to spread the brand awareness as well as increase book sales. The next step is we're also looking to publish more books as well, and we're also looking to print t-shirts. The women are very artistic, so they produce a lot of artwork which we're going to print onto t-shirts, and we can actually print them through our Woodfields project, which you'll see in your AR. And then we're going to develop it further so that they have lots of products under this brand and they can be financially sustainable in the future.
That's very helpful. Just one follow-up quickly. How much did it cost to generate 750 in profit?
It was £250 and we got that from an enterprise rent-a-car grant that we received last year.
I'm afraid the presentation time has expired. Will everybody welcome, or not, join me in thanking the team from Nottingham for their presentation?